Hey all, test, test, test. Okay, looks like we're good. Let's get there. Okay, I'm gonna send stream Matsu on a sec, but we got a game here, CD game. We're doing draft 8 Ox then Miners. We're at a table with Payne Jr., which I haven't seen around. He's new to the site, and interestingly, somebody is asking him the same question I would. Payne is infamous for doing like silly kind of nonsense things, and so Payne Jr. is intriguing. Um, apparently, Man the Fence also knows him, so I don't know Man the Fence, but apparently these are some play Agricola folks. As for the pick here, Wooden Hut Extender, Wheelie, and Master Builder is probably the best. I mean, Wood Expert's good, but Wood Hut Extender is just very good. So we just take it. Cheap wood rooms, nothing wrong with it. The saving of a reed is really good. Saving a little bit of wood on them is better. So yeah. Okay. What comes here? Nothing that thrills me. Master Bricklayer can sometimes be good, but rarely is. Clay Plaster mostly saves you a bunch of clay on a Reno. Some people have told me Pet Lover's fine. I've certainly seen Pet Lover be okay. But I'm not thrilled. I don't dislike Conjure as much as most people do, but now that Puppeteer is in, it makes it a little more iffy if that comes up in the draft. But this might be just take Conjure. I think I'd rather Conjure than Pet Lover. Yeah, I'll take the Conjure. This pack's underwhelming. Um, this pack is not underwhelming. This pack's very strong. This pack's like really good. All these cards are very playable. Grocer is just really good though still. It's just very, very good. But Priest is good for some game plans. I mean, it doesn't work for me, but there was like a Clay Hut builder in the draft. There's definitely some cool Clay stuff. I think Stonecutter's always just solid. Small Scale is solid for some game plans. Hide Farmer is useful sometimes. Paper Maker is actually decent. But Grocer is very good, obviously. So, um, this pack is trash. These cards are really bad. Bean Counter is just like unplayable. Wall Builder's nearly unplayable. Groom is not gonna work with this hand. Homebrewer, I guess I could homebrew some grain, but Homebrewer is also just like very weak. Cube Cutter's also pretty weak. You spend wooden food for points, which is just like a really bad deal. God, am I actually taking Wall Builder? Is there any way where I play Wall Builder in time? I don't think so. So maybe it is Homebrewer. I also really doubt I play Homebrewer though. Turning a grain into 3 food or a point is pretty bad. But maybe it gets me out as maybe it helps me in a really food pinch game, but it's just really bad. Wow, the Clay Hut Builder came back. Clay Hut Builder is probably the best card here, but it doesn't work well with Wooden Hut Extender. Stone Carver is another like bad way to get food, but I'm not thrilled with it. I mean, Potato Harvester is pretty bad also, but Grocer does give enough veggies. Like this could actually be a decent amount of late game food, or maybe I play it. But yikes! I mean, maybe I should just take the Clay Hut Builder and possibly draw. No, no, I think I just focus on these cards early. But God, this is just this is underwhelming. Um, Organic Farmer is often solid. This hand looks like a hand that kind of wants to do crop things, do big house things, which means I'll probably fence late and have bad animal scores. So Organic Farmer helps negate the bad animal stuff. Interior Decorator is cool if anybody's going to run like a priest line. Running Interior Decorator into like a fast stone reno, although we didn't see any other stone house payoff, so it's probably fine. But Anyhow, I partly say this has been an underwhelming draft because yeah, like I like this hand is fine, it's solid, and I can have a good game with it. But God, I just keep like hoping for to do some really more like fun hijinky stuff. And God, I feel like every time in CD, I'm just not hitting like I haven't got to actually play some silly Bellfounder stuff yet. That would make me happy. I guess I have to try to draft more combo focused stuff and purposely try to push my way towards silliness instead of what I'm doing here, which is just kind of taking a bunch of decent. I mean, to be fair, my drafting style is always a little more lean toward just take a bunch of decent stuff and then put together a good game instead of necessarily hitting huge combos. But ugh, someday I'm gonna get to run some silly Bellfounder things. It's gonna work, but that day is not today. Um, Oh, also somebody took Master Builder. I did not wheel Master Builder, so somebody else might be going for a big house strat, which is unfortunately. Bellfounder doesn't combo with enough cards in this set, although on some level it kind of does, right? There's Clay Deliveryman, there's Geologist, there's Excavator. Um, okay, now the follow-up question: do I actually listen to Econ Sean and play a Papermaker for once in my life? Or do I just hide farmer? Hide farmer. Hide farmer doesn't work with organic farmer, really. Like hide farmer essentially says you fence tight. Wood hut extender already suggests to me that I'm building 5 rooms. Organic farmer really wants to like fence 6 spaces and then get like 4 fields. It seems really hard to imagine what I'm hide farmering, but I might hide farmer. If I paper maker, I play something like wood hut extender, conjurer, paper maker, and then I play grocer, potato, organic. Yeah, if I get an Ock miner, that's a good call. I have been claiming I want combos. If I actually hit bookshelf, bookcase, writing desk, even paper maker has more upside. Sure, let's go with that. I just don't really think I need hide farmer probably, and we do hit writing desk. We also hit Lantern House as an option, but Milking Stool is... Well, this hand isn't really a Milking Stool hand again, right? I'm not going to be fencing in time. 4 and 8 is not terrible here either. I don't think I want to run Lantern House this game. I mean, I could. I just hate committing to Lantern House without knowing the rest of the things. Yeah, I agree, right? 4 and 8 is crazy, but I think this has to be writing desk, right? I agree. Like, I think writing desk is just better here. I think writing desk saves me 2 actions this game. I play Woodhut Extender Conjure, do normal things in the early game. I play writing desk, and then I bust out Paper Maker, Grocer, and then just like Homebrew or Potato Harvester Organic probably. Yeah. I think this has to be writing desk. Wheeling Lantern House or like 4 and 8 out of this would be incredible. The problem is like these 3 cards probably are the next to go, and then I'm taking a bottles I probably don't play or something. Like that's the slight downside. But we can hope we get something back. We shouldn't. Yikes. Okay, these are a lot of good cards too. This is probably a pretty decent Truffle Slicer game. Well, maybe it's not a great Truffle Slicer game. The problem with Truffle Slicer here is that I need a lot of food then. Like, a lot of food. Because I'd be trying to pay off Grocer, I'd be trying to pay off Truffle Slicer, and I'd be trying to pay off a big family. Straw Thatched Roof is not happening. Well, God, there is a crazy Straw Thatched Roof hand here, but I did this one. Straw Thatched Roof with Wood Hut Extender is kind of just overkill. Like, I already have a read discount. I don't need to further reduce read. Loam Pit is not terrible here. I'm going to get 3 Ox out. I don't have other day labor combos and I didn't see them, but just having an option for 2 food and 3 clay is pretty good. And it's really dangerous if somebody else gets this that can use it. Not that I saw anything that would use it, but God, I don't know. These miners are very good. What am I doing with clay? Renovating, feeding. Hello, lettuce patch. God, field fences too, though. Oh, this is crazy. I mean, I think this has to be lettuce patch. I have a grocer, I have a conjure. I'm already gonna run out of room to sow crops. And lettuce patch also offers me feeding options, dumb things with potato harvester. But God, these miners are like really good thus far. Stork's Nest is also not necessarily going to be like Stork's Nest could be playable this game for me late too. Like I build one room, grow to three, and then I use Stork's Nest for my fourth and fifth grows possibly if the queue gets annoyingly tight. But I don't think I can take it here. I think this has to be lettuce patch. I think lettuce patch gives me so many good options. I'm doubling down a little bit on a lot of Ak miners here early. I don't have things to play early, but education bonus, chicken coop. Wow, these cards are good. Lettuce patch is pretty busted, yeah. Hey, Plum Bob. Yeah, Marushka actually has an extension like that. Um, Marushka tried to make one, and it works on Play Agricola, but making it work on BJ is a little tricky. He might be working on it. Yeah, it doesn't work for the CD cards yet. He's a busy man, and there's not that much money in it. But you are absolutely right that that would be sweet. Okay, what do we take here? Do I just take chicken coop? I mean, chicken coop is good food, and it's a point. I'm a pretty big fan. I already have a read discount too, so like the read cost here isn't as onerous. Education bonus though might give it gives me a field. Like I'm going to play 6 ox this game, and a field is huge. This hand doesn't have a field. Paying a food for a field is probably just the best. But God, chicken coop's actually not. Chicken coop would not make me sad here. But when do I have time? When am I getting chicken coop played? Is the trickier part. When am I getting education bonus played though? I guess. Ugh. Trouble team. I mean, Private Forest is also like playable here. I might get Ock into Private Forest, but I'm just not a huge Private Forest hand. I think it creates too much awkward food tempo problems. I'll let somebody else play it and it's fine. God, I really like the passive food off Chicken Coop if it would work. Yeah, the two imps thing. Well, so the thing is, alls I really need off education bonus is a veg and a field. Like, if I get the veg and the field off education bonus, that's still a really good miner. Like, one food for a veg and a field is just really good. But chicken coop can also be really good. Also, I'm second seat here, so like it's actually very reasonable I could get 2 clay in round 1. And that 2 clay could be for an early chicken coop. Yeah, I'm gonna take the coop here actually. The Lantern House did come back. Okay. I mean, this almost has to be a game where I go for Lantern House, right? I'm second seat. It's very likely I can get 3 wooded to start instead. I think I do play Lantern House this game. It's okay to be a little slow with building rooms with Wood Hut Extender, especially if I get Stork's Nest back. If Stork's Nest come back, it's very good. What are we eating this game? We're going to eat a little bit of grain from Conjure. We're going to eat some wood while we Ock. And we're going to eat veggies off Lettuce Patch. It's going to be food coming from a lot of weird sources, probably. Farm Store and Truffle Slicer came back. Interesting. Farm Store is a little pricey, and I don't know when it's coming down, and I already have like a source of crops and veggies. Truffle Slicer I almost took the first time around. It could be really good here. Even if Truffle Slicer is just like 2 or 3 points, I mean, who cares? Like, I'm building up an insane amount of ceiling. All of my miners give points thus far, like, makes it very playable. Wow, and I have further options. So the one issue with Butter Churn is the 3 ox requirement, or like it has to have 3 ox or left. So it's probably take 3 field rotation because it's more playable. I just don't know what I'm gonna play Butter Churn. I want to play Lantern House early. I want to play Chicken Coop. Then I want to play Ready Desk. Once I play Ready Desk, I want to just play Ox. Once I have Ox, I want to play these 3 Ox requirements. I also don't expect to actually have animals. So yeah, I think 3 field rotation's good. It does work with Lettuce Patch also. That's the other cool thing about 3 field rotation here. 3 field rotation asks that you have a veg field. lettuce patch counts as a field where you can grow vegetables. So it absolutely combos, yeah. So, all right, so we need to take 3 wood and start player our lantern house, but that's why we're second seat. We probably get away with that. So taking 3 wood, start player, play reedstone food. That's gonna be a very good opening. And Ock gets taken here. Like God, I mean, passing on reedstone food always makes me slightly sad, but 3 wood into lantern house is just very good here. Yeah, this game should be pretty interesting. Wow, Reedstone Food's just going to 4th seat. I would not probably Ock here for teal. I mean, it depends on what he has, right? If he has like a first pick, but yeah, I would not play Wood Barter here. Just take Reedstone Food. You'll have time to play Wood Barter later. I mean, Lumen and I argue this a lot on our streams, but like people rush to play Ox, I think, just a little too much. And then a lot of times by round 3 and 4, people just aren't even playing occupations anymore because they rush them and so, but it's fine. I mean, whatever. It's not like a big deal. Wood Barter is a good card, but I just don't think you need it yet. We get away with 3 wood into the Lantern House, so that's very good for us. I think Lantern House is going to be pretty good this game with Writing Desk and the fact that our miners are just very good across the board. The Stork's Nest did not come back around, though, so that's actually a bit of a bummer because this hand was pretty happy with Stork's Nest. So the grow queue could get really obnoxious for the Wood Hut Extender. That's one way things could go pretty bad here, but meh. I am going to just take Reedstone Food as my next action. I take Reedstone Food at the start of next round, and then I'm going to wheel something like Ock or 3 wood. Any of it makes me happy. If somebody else plays it, it should be easier for me to grow. That's true. I'm just not convinced anybody else is actually playing it, but maybe. Maybe they will. Plowing is slightly interesting, plowing over 2 clay there. Also, no major and no sheep yet means the game could be a little more food tight. It means that actually playing free Conjure and Conjuring might not have been terrible, but Reedstone Food, play Conjurer, and hope to get Traveling next round is probably what I'm up to. Conjuring is reasonable there, Deranged. It's definitely possible I get Traveling blocked. But, you know, if that happens, honestly, I'll survive still. Like, I can travel later in the game. I don't need Traveling that bad. Honestly, Conjure is not going to be, like, incredible this game. It's just, like, a small supplement to my feeding early. And it might let me build a clay oven or something to help survive for a while. But, oh, you meant on the wheel. Yeah. I expect we get expensive Ock back, but possibly not. Again, people play too many occupations, in my opinion. Right, like, and in fact they undo there. Like, they were about to play. I wasn't paying attention to what it was, but we'll see. I probably get Ock back. I mean, to be fair, we could get 2 read back. That is like the worst case scenario here. Getting 2 read back is pretty bad. Small scale farmer for purple. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, getting 2 read is actually the worst here. Ugh, and it does. Well, that's a bummer. I'm still gonna just take it because it's what you do. But Stonecutter, ugh, why? Why? Oh well, whatever. People want to play a lot of Ox. This is what happens. We take their room parts away from them. Yeah, we take their room parts away from them. It's fine. I eventually need some more read. It's cool. I can play. It lets them play Carpenter's Parlor. If they have Carpenter's Parlor, though, Deranged, you need read. You need read more than you need stone. Right? Like, I don't actually think it's fine. Like, 2 read is a really good action, people. It helps you get your rooms. Unless you have a way to avoid read. But I didn't actually see a lot of read avoiders in this draft. I don't even remember seeing the canoe, by the way. So, first pick canoe is also a terrible idea, everybody, but whatever. Going last is also not ideal here, but you gotta play that canoe, right? Am I right? I'm not right. You don't have to play goddamn canoe, but whatever. You don't. I at least can start player the chicken coop and be happy. Yeah, apparently I should have just ocked. I obviously play slightly different than the rest of the world. I believe you should take resources early and you'll eventually get to play your ox. But everybody else rushes ox way more than I do, and then occasionally I regret it because I'm like, why are we all playing ox? But I'm not convinced Porter or Stonecutter is exactly doing a lot for red yet. Teal has managed to wood barterer and set up a fishing thing with a canoe. Yay, congrats. I mean, whatever. Wow, we are not getting Freeok. Wood Expert's a good card, so fine. I guess, again, everybody just values stuff slightly different. It's fine. I honestly will just take 3 wood here and be happy. Like, whatever. Or should I Ock? Should I Ock the Conjure? Am I gonna get the food back is the problem. Like, I should not get the food back here. Like, there's, like, no way I actually get Conjurer back. This is slightly tricky. Just take Greenstone food. It's mildly tempting. Like, build a crazy early BMW or something, but... Nah, maybe it is play Conjure, and I can start player Chicken Coop into, like, 4 wood. Yeah, I'll play Conjure. It might... It's almost certainly not gonna work here, but it's okay. It'll work later. Teal should take 3 wood. Well, Teal could take Greenstone food and then take wood, or they're gonna re-upstart. Oh my god. Well, that's not good luck. But, oh well, whatever. Yeah, that's a little awkward, for sure. Payne almost has to take 3 food here. So, I mean, I get 3 wood, I guess. But now my food is awkward, because now I have to take, like, I have to take a food action next round. This was the worst. That was the absolute worst outcome there. This start has broken tremendously poorly for me after round 1. Everything has gone poorly from there. Yeah, that's so interesting. I think people like whatever. Again, I play a different style, and honestly, like I can just build the first room. Like I had the chance to just push room this game. Like maybe I'm supposed to do that. I don't know. Like Teal's start players here for 4 clay. They're a mile away from a room, even though they have wood barter. The small scale farmer. This is a 2 wood small scale farmer. Like what are you doing? Like what? Like what? What is this? Like. It's just stunning to me, though. Like, I would not do these things. But again, I'm not these people, so whatever. I just. I just don't think it's very efficient, but almost as good as your 2 clay Freemason, yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, sometimes you just whatever, but like why why did you play freaking small scale farmer this game? Like why? Oh, whatever. Reedstone food here feeds me. Feeding me is not great. I really almost have to I really have to consider Reedstone food into BMW here. Um, Reedstone food into an early BMW might actually just be what I'm up to. It'll let me start playing Ox, and I just don't need this much Reed once I finally play Wood Hut Extender. I just can't play it yet. Um, I mean, people eventually have to take Reed though, but apparently they don't. Like, again, I don't know what's happening. Again, I don't know why this Stonecutter had to come down in round 2 or whatever it was. How that was more important at the time than just taking 3 wood. Teal! Oh my farking god! I'm just gonna die this game though. What the hell is this? I gotta set up the fishing combo. Gotta set up the private forest. I mean, this is just. I'm sitting after a player that's rated 319 that doesn't understand that they don't have to play all their cards. Like, what is this? Like, oh my god. And now I can't play BMW, by the way, because of course Fireplace got built. I mean, that makes enough sense, but I can't Ock here. I gotta just take 3 wood. I mean, I don't want to leave 6 wood, but what an absolutely stunningly awful start for me in terms of like the breaks here. Just like Teal taking start player in round 2, 3, and 4, and just not getting the actions I want early. It happens, but it's this game is very ugly for me thus far. Just really bad, and it's gonna be a really awkward stage here now too. Not gonna be good. Not gonna be good, but whatever. These things happen. But yeah, just pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. Teal finally just takes a Reedstone food action, even though they set up a crazy canoe fishing thing. Why they don't like wood and why they don't like rooms and just whatever. I think Teal's playing very poorly is my argument. Like they're almost certainly going to grow last. Part of the reason why I don't love like not taking resources stuff is like purple got first room and is probably going to fight for first growth. So yeah, like teal has taken all these early start players and purple has first fireplace, first room. He's going to get first growth. You hand all that value to the player right after you in turn order. It often means you just grow last. Like you don't accelerate your game by doing this stuff, but I'm in an awkward spot here. I don't really need more wood. I really think I'm just traveling into wood hut extenders so that I can actually build rooms. Um, yeah, it's not thrilling, but I should get Ock back, but maybe not. Well, it's a 2 food Ock for these guys, so whatever. I committed to Lantern. Yeah, on some level, I agree that Lantern House is a bit of what's killed me, but like, Market Crier from Teal, what is this? What is this game? This is insanity. Like, this is so bad from Teal. Throwing the grain to everybody makes my conjure like a lot worse. It means that there's a clay oven fight coming. Like, just misery. I cannot stress enough how misery this game is. Like, everything that could be going wrong. Oh my god, just Wood Expert turn rest plow is very nice. That's cool. At this point, I almost hope it's God. I don't even really want late growth, but I kind of want late growth just to watch everybody have to really slow down and suffer, and hopefully, then grocer stuff accelerates me. But yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Pain might build a room here, and if Pain builds a room, it's awkward. I just want to Ock, and so I'm gonna leave like huge wood stacks on the board also. But like, I think that's just what's happening. I don't think I could get around that. What a terrible game for me. But it I guess it was always like I wanted to do things, and I just didn't get the things I want, and I couldn't even start player. Wow, stone cart. So doesn't build the room. I mean, pain gonna pain, but I'll get Wood Hut Extender out. I think I get to double build next round, right? In round 6 I get a discount? Round 6 they only cost, yeah, 4 wood, so I mean I could double build. Growth does flip. If pain doesn't build here and I like either I get 6 wood or I get to double build. Either is very good here actually, so that's at least gonna grow. That's gonna work very well. The downside again is obviously the food is tight. Very tight. But oh, I don't even get 6 wood. Never mind. This can go 6 wood build. What am I talking about? Duh. I can go 6 wood build because purple doesn't have to. Wow, purple passes on 6 wood for an Ock. This game is insanity to me. Cattle, you gotta get Cattle Whisper out though. I mean, that almost has to be where the milking stool wound up, but like, okay, whatever. I get to double build here. Sure. Getting to double build here is still, honestly, a very good result. Like, I get grow next round, and I get double build now. Good enough. We're gonna take that. We're not gonna worry about that. Cattle Whisper over 6 wood. Yeah, correct. This game is absolutely insanity. By the way, I missed that I didn't have turn confirmations on still. Um, I should get my thing. This is slightly dangerous. I haven't had turn confirmation the whole time, but yeah, Cattle Whisper over 6 wood. That's what I mean. You just got it. Like this game is insane, absolutely crazy. A bookshelf though, bookshelf. I mean, growing with bookshelf here is very good. So I mean, I guess that's why you got to Ock, but ugh, Bookshelf, yeah. Okay, anyhow, I get to grow with a chicken coop next round, assuming I have the resources, which I don't, and I don't have the food necessarily. Yeah, that part's a little awkward here, actually. I can grow writing desk, though. Right? Growing writing desk is fine. Um, two read for pain. Looks like he's just setting up double build. That's fine. I can take three food fishing here. If I take three food fishing here, I kind of kill teal, right? Teal actually, yeah, teal not taking fishing is pretty deadly for them. I mean, I hate to do this, but I'm in an awkward spot if I don't. Although, God, I'm gonna have to take more food next round. Food is killing. Yeah, food is actually killing me too, though. God, I could build BMW and take Reedstone food to feed, but that's not a guaranteed line, and I don't really want to feed off BMW this game. The fact that there's no clay here, so I could take clay and build clay oven, that would be good. But I think I'm annoyingly taking this fishing. There's so much food pressure at the table, actually. Teal needs food, purple needs food. I guess purple's gonna get the sheep, but yeah, I think I have to just do this. The food is absolutely awful for like a lot of us. If I could be allowed to take like wood, no wood. God dang it, wood and chicken coop doesn't even feed me next round. I almost have to like just traveling players next round into writing desk or something. Like it's definitely slow. My food is definitely slowing me down, but it's slowing down a lot of these players. Like, how the heck is Teal feeding next round? Yeah, whatever. This is just ugly for a lot of us at the moment. Bookshelf and Akrin for okay. Bookshelf is gonna partly feed purple. That makes enough sense. Although even that's still not enough. Like you need you're gonna have to take the sheep. Yeah, nobody is accelerating very fast. This game is very ugly. Wow, Brushwood Collector is getting played. What? Why are you playing? I mean, this game is this game. I'm very unimpressed with a lot of what people are playing, and it's also though kind of been killing me. This is very ugly. This game, yes, everybody's done very ugly. God, if I had enough food, I could double grow here. I forgot. I could start player grow start player potentially. Yeah. Wow. Pain is renovating, not building. Wow. Am I just going to be allowed to double grow anyhow? Oh, clay supports. Okay, clay supports makes enough sense. So they're going to triple build, and teal can't afford to build here. Okay, new question. Do I eat this raw grain? I can. Well, no, I don't have enough. God, I don't have enough things to play here. I don't have quite the right resources. Otherwise, I could grow. I could try to double grow. Double grow, it'd be still very strong, but I can't quite do it. I think I really do just traveling here. Just travel again into writing desk. It's gross, but it gets the job done for the moment. And then we really are going to have to push for a clay oven in stage 3. But that's fine. We're happy to put a clay oven, especially if we're going to get thrown some grain from Market Crier. Double grow would slow a lot of people down. The problem is I don't have enough miners, Wombat. And I really need to play miners this game because I played Lantern House. So I don't actually think it's efficient enough for me to do that. Oh, Teal is going to take the clay oven, though. Teal's going to take the clay oven. He is throwing us all grain, which is gross. But yeah, Teal's only route is to clay oven, but I can stone oven. Yeah. To be fair, it's possible Pain clay ovens, but no, Pain has to build here. Pain getting to triple build is pretty sweet. Yeah, Pain triple builds. Yep. So I mean, Pain gets to grow next round, but that's okay. Again, I can fight for my growth. It's unfortunate that the person in front of me is doing the huge room stuff, though. Like, another player wound up with huge room cards, because otherwise I was just getting away with murder. Wow, builds the stables, too, with the resources. That's fun. The board is so jacked. I mean, growing is still good for me, luckily, and I'm still forcing Pain to first action grow. Uh, oh, is the chicken coop better there? Interesting. The chicken coop there... Wait a sec. Maybe it's time to just play... No, I need writing desk out. I still want to play chicken coop, but... So, this is okay. This is okay. But yeah, clay oven's definitely getting built here. Yeah, it's their only way out. So, stone oven is still very good for me if I can get it. But yeah, this is always the danger of throwing everybody so much. When you throw everybody at the table, grain. Ugh. But yeah, Teal's game is just so bad. Like, don't don't set up fishing combos, everybody. It's bad. God, the board is so jacked. 6 wood, 6 clay, 4 stone. Like, oh, this is insane. Oh well. You think with the next growth I could play the desk? Coop might have been better to get food to play those ox. Well, that's a little bit of what Papermaker's actually gonna do for me. I mean, we'll see. I have a lot to do. But the board is going to be very rich, and I am at least able to accelerate out of this position pretty strongly. So I think it's going to be okay. Wow, yeah, I'm going to get 6 wood here. I mean, I'm actually content with 6 wood. 6 wood feeds me off paper maker writing desk stuff, and I can survive with that. I'm going to take 6 wood. Potter ceramics. Ooh, damn it. I literally am not getting the stone oven then. Potter ceramics is going to take the stone oven. Okay, so I'm going to need a hearth or something. Yeah, this paper maker is going to be fairly life-saving. How does paper maker read? Immediately before playing each ock. So I don't know how this works. I think I can maybe play paper maker and then use paper maker to like play potato harvester here and possible. I'm not sure. We'll see. Teal is gonna double build. God, why double building also seems mildly suicidal. Like there's no resources, but whatever. I guess Teal's probably gonna start player to grow. This is the other awkward thing. Like I really want to start player to grow next, but yeah, the feeding is rough. But maybe I can get away with it. 4 stone goes, slight sad. 4 clay into hearth is still very survivable for me though too. Unless this isn't stone oven. If this isn't stone oven, then maybe it's just 4 clay reedstone food and assume I get stone oven next round. Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be start player for growth. Okay, I guess I'll take the stone oven. That's fine. 4 and 8. Okay, 4 and 8's gonna they feed. This makes sense that they took 4 and 8. Yeah. Okay, I think this has to be 4 clay. 4 clay is gonna feed me, and then I gotta go reedstone food and just go stone oven. I'm gonna get thrown behind the growth queue because Teal's gonna start player. Yeah, that part's a little gross, but I can grow late here still. It's fine. I have enough other things to do, I think, that I'm content with. I think so. I mean, we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, the board just equalized finally too. Nobody's ahead of anything, but I think Stone Oven is just too important for me. Taking another read is unfortunate. I should try to build the BMW at some point because I do just have too much read. I have read coming off Grocer. There's so much read that's going to build up this game. So BMW is a fun dream. Yeah, I didn't get the huge stone action, so whatever. We build Stone Oven here. Well, or do we start player and assume we get the Stone Oven anyhow? Start player truffle, like start player chicken coop, and then assuming we can build the stone oven on the wheel is actually maybe defensible. What happens if we don't get the stone oven on the wheel? The thing is, if I don't start player here, I think things are really bad. Well, oh wait, no, stone oven can still go to pain here. That's the problem. This dumb stone cutter. Ugh. Yeah, this stone cutter is problematic. Stone cutter, Prodder ceramics. Can Teal afford to start player here, though, even? I guess Teal always has so bake options. Teal almost has to start player here. That part sucks, too. Just an awkward position game for me, but whatever. Let's do the safe thing. Let's do this, and then we'll figure things out from here. Having the stone oven really just solves our food for quite a while, and food is an issue for Teal still and stuff. Like, if Teal's probably gonna start to grow though, because it's what people do, but yep, Teal is gonna start to grow with a steam machine. Okay, steam machine is a good reason to have clay oven at least. That's a fun combo. Oh yeah, just what an awkward game. I might have to analyze some of my decisions recently, or I just have to accept that I keep just winding up in really awkward games. Like, they just don't break for me right. But 3 reed goes, so the BMW is going to disappear, so I have too much reed, but oh well. Just plowing here is pretty tempting. Starting to get fields going is fine. I have crops and fields once I start playing ox. I do need to start playing ox and unlocking the rest of my stuff, but we'll get there. Um, I can build another room at some point too. I have a very cheap room in hand. I just don't need it at the moment. But yeah, I think starting to plow is correct. I'm gonna have a lot of crops in a second as soon as I do grocer stuff. So yeah. Does just get the fishing thing off finally. That's fine. Teal does have plenty of food finally. They're just, again, growing super late. So Purple's game also looks pretty bad here. I mean, Purple can also build a room again with clay plaster, but like wants to eat clay because they took pottery. Wow, they're ocking again just because they have book. This bookshelf is mildly killing my ox spot there too. I want to be ocking eventually, but okay, they're gonna take wood first. That's fine. What do they want wood for? Just building the well? That has to be on their goal. Oh, it also lets them build a room. Oh god, actually they potentially build a room here. No, they don't have enough food to build a room. Okay. Purple's food is also delightfully slowing them down. Because otherwise they could try to build a room and like start player into the next growth, but they can't really afford to here. Let's get our ox going. I will play paper maker. So we play paper maker, and then we paper make our way to a grocer. And then we eventually will just play like potato harvester, organic farmer. But wow, purple's building here. Don't they just starve? Am I missing something obvious? Like, surely purple starves if they do this. They have 1 sheep, and they don't have enough clay. They're gonna take beggars in order to grow in front of me. Wow. Okay. Am I crazy here? Like, am I crazy that purple's gonna like? Purple decided that they're going to take beggars here in order to grow in front of me again. Like, grow in front of everybody. Like, ugh. You started being complacent with second place in these games, which is never a good sign. You're the highest rated player losing elo. Yeah. I might still. I don't know. I honestly I think Red's just winning this game. You think he just missed that the clay was missing? Yeah, he's eating a raw grain here and taking a beggar. And yep, he just said he effed up. Okay, so my read wasn't wrong. He's not supposed to build there, but he does anyhow. So further messes me up because he's gonna start player. But what a terrible, yeah, just what a terrible game. Like both teal and purple, I think, are just playing quite poorly, and it's just really benefiting red. I think on some level, like teal take 1 million start players. I mean, red's played well too. The porter's been fun, but God, just what misery for my game here. But oh well, it's still not that bad. I have things going. Stork's Nest would have been very good. Yes. I'm assuming the Stork's Nest wound up in Red's hand, but like I also thought the Stork's Nest might wheel. But yeah, God, purple effed up and they are. They're gonna grow in front of me because they effed up. Oh my God, and purple handed like just this game is insane to me. Like so many things are happening that just don't seem right, but yeah, that's exactly. I think you're right. I think my opponents have just made bad choices, and you can't make a strategy resilient to that. Teal chose to start player a bunch early, and it happened exactly as I argued. You start player a bunch early and don't take resources and room parts. The person after you builds and potentially grows first, and the other people after you also have huge rooms and are building a bunch, and you just grow mega late. Like, teal is growing mega late. It's awful. Anyhow, I just take 4 wood. 4 wood's a good action always. I I take 4 wood, I try to plow, I just do good things. Like if my opponents are gonna do this, but yeah, it's It's rough. It's really rough, team. It's very, very rough. It's possible I don't even want to build a fifth room anymore this game. Like, I kind of want to build a fifth room, but the upside to not building a fifth room is that I have one clay on grocer, so I have my renovation parts in hand. So, like, if I have my reno parts in hand... but the wood and plow goes here, which is also rough. Yeah, I mean, I guess you gotta use your turn rest plow, but I was hoping to get some sowing crops done. I wasn't necessarily expecting purple to plow there. Purple needs to take food! How is purple not taking the sheep? Also, why is Pain not taking the sheep? Oh, why do I not just have a hearth? Why do I not have anything? Okay, team, whatever. What do we do? How do we make this work? We don't. I mean, we're just dead. We're just dead is what we are, but... My game's okay, but it's really not that good. It's not that good. I'm in big trouble. I have so many cards I want to play, and they're just not coming. I can't start. I can't grow. I can't even farm. I'm just last. I'm just... These animals... Admittedly, nobody else built a hearth. That's fair. We could fence. I could fence 10, I guess. I get one of the animal pairs. Not necessarily. Red can finally take animals. And purple has to take animals. The fact that purple plowed instead of taking like 3 sheep is crazy to me, but I guess, yeah, just nobody was really going to take animals away from purple, but... I am forced to take actions I don't want. I could take 4 clay and build a hearth. I just don't really need a hearth. I don't think fencing is actually that reasonable. I don't think it's going to work well. I don't think that's how I pivot here. Exactly. The animals are going to go as soon as I fence. And so then I'm going to regret fencing. I do think I have to give up on the 5th room. Even though my 5th room is very cheap. We are going to feed with ox, but then we still have to pay off grocer someday. And then we still have to do some other things. So, I mean... The real question is, does the 4 clay do enough for me? I mean, the 4 clay does let me renovate to a hearth. Is just getting the hearth good enough this game because there is so much food floating around? The answer is probably yes. And it just takes away the clay from everybody else. Although there's not that much clay desire in the game. I just don't need other actions. I just don't need other actions. That's the biggest problem. I don't need other actions. So whatever. We do this. We get a lot of food when we oct next, but it's not forever food, right? That's the thing. It definitely works for a little while though, at least. But I potentially have to, like, I have to start player in order to grow into, like, I don't even, like, the grow queue is awful here, by the way. Everybody built 4 rooms this game. Like, what misery. Like, anyhow, I will renovate here. I'll just renovate to the hearth. This chicken coop is probably just never getting played this game. That part's a little sad. Oh, wait, can I not buy down to the clay? Oh, the clay is very far down. I forgot how far down the clay is. I guess we're ocking instead, then. That's fine. We'll get a potato harvester. Potato harvester gives us a bunch of passive food, and that's good enough. And then we'll just get the organic farmer out. We don't want a home brewer. We also could have traveled there, actually. Traveling isn't horrid, but this is fine. We can buy the reno stuff next. Bad choices are always there in every game. Not really. I've played a lot of games against strong players where they do reasonable things and they play good lines. 3 food for red. Yeah, okay, that was... Apparently I can't travel next round. Red has also made themselves very hungry. Well, that's delightful. I mean, red's gonna have to build BMW, but yeah, just... What a wild game. Plowing here is pretty nice. Like, my round could just... I thought about renovating, but maybe I don't reno. Maybe this round is plow, start player, sow. Plow, start player, sow seems pretty good. Although, do I even get start player? Teal might be one of these jokers that start players in order to grow in round 12. Which, I guess I should just start player and then try to wheel plow. But God, I really got to get farming done too to have any chance in this game. This game has been special in terms of bad choices. I completely agree. I mean, purple literally took a beggar because they didn't figure their plan well enough. Like, that's pretty unique. I am going to plow here. I think it's just too important to make sure I farm. Should I be fighting for the next growth? Should I be playing my miners? Probably. But if Teal's going to start player to grow in round 12 with that high of priority instead of also worried about farming, I'll survive. Now, if they're going to take grain and throw everybody grain again, probably, sure. That might indicate they're going to sow bake. I don't know, but I 100% will take start player on the wheel now. Start player lettuce patch into sow bake is very welcome here. That would be really good for me, so that's our dream. Yeah, start player into sow bake is pretty good. We'll flip something good. Well, actually, we're not guaranteed to flip something good. I guess we are just going to grow no matter what flips. Grow with an improvement is too good to me to pass on. Oct out a groom here just because it gives food and it gives an education bonus. I mean, fair enough. People's food is really bad. This has to be BMW here. Yeah, there it is. It's fine. Okay. We get out lettuce patch, and then, yeah, we can sow bake. We're fed forever. Things are... At least our feeding is solved. We were accelerated out of that. We probably get sow bake here. Even if we don't, maybe it doesn't matter much. Fencing for teal is awful. I think this is just awful. I mean, the animals are there, but, like... Oh, he does have wood barter. Never mind. Wood barter. I forgot he had wood barter. Wood barter makes fencing actually pretty good. You can fence 7 here, and you can wood barter again, but because you get 2 wood back, I did forget wood barter. This is pretty good. Purple paid 2 food and 2 actions for a field. Yeah. Well, purple got to grow with education bonus. I mean, the grow is fine. Wow, sow bake does not come. Purple's gonna sow 1 field. You gotta be absolutely kidding me. What the fuck? I mean, I guess I get 3 stone, and I do just double reno this game. That, like, I take 3 stone here, and I reno to a stone house eventually. Or I could just renovate Hearth right now. Maybe it's just renovate Hearth right now. Again, I don't super need to sow right now to survive, but sowing 1 grain is a crazy weak action. Like, what the hell happened this game? Correct, you can play 2 players. I mean, you can. Or you can assume that when you ask people to be strong rated that they play pretty well. Like, this is not standard behavior. Like, these actions are not very sensical. But whatever. Okay, is 3 stone worth it here? I mean, 3 stone does, like, just guarantee me another reno. That has to be pretty good. Just guaranteeing myself red hearth here is pretty good, though, because the queue... If I don't renovate here, the queue's pretty bad. Yeah, that's partly true, Dr. Bois. Okay, what do we do? Is 3 stone a distraction? How many actions do we have this game? Like, we don't have enough actions is also the problem, right? I don't actually know if I have time to be renovating again. Also, do I even need Hearth? Maybe Hearth was a distraction. Maybe I'm supposed to play the chicken coop here. The chicken coop is actually 2 points because of my lantern house. And I am kind of running out of time to play all these cards out of my hand. And I don't really need the Hearth because I have enough gray. Like, a sow bake action is huge. Potato harvester, lettuce patch. There's so much food just floating around for me. I think it is chicken coop. I think I just renovate chicken coop. If there's so much stone piling up too, right? Like, I can take a stone action and renovate later probably if it comes to that. But really, yeah, I think this is important. Also, am I taking 4 wood to open next round, by the way? Like, nobody has wood to fence this game. Is 4 wood just better than growing? And I start player for, like, nothing? God, that can't be right, right? Nah, I almost have to grow. But, ugh. Maybe enough stone to build a stone room. There could be a lot of stone. I mean, people eventually have to take the stone for renos, you'd think. But who knows what anybody's actually doing, because they keep... I mean, their food is awful. Like, red's food's awful. Purple's food's going to be fine. The animals are piling up, but open 4 stone is tempting. I don't actually think opening 4 stone is tempting. Opening 4 wood is tempting. Sorry, if I said stone, that was a mistake, but 4 wood is very tempting, I think. 4 wood means I can fence 13, and like nobody else is ready to do that stuff. And I really don't need more wood. Although I can just grow truffle slicer here and then start taking wood. Like I probably just grow truffle slicer, right? Start taking wood. That almost has to be better. Although the wood is just going to get taken with high priority, right? Like wood and plows and everything are so tight right now. Growth flips. Okay, with growth flipping, actually, maybe it is take 4 wood. Growth is very open. Not saving a wood for the last Ock. Yeah, I don't know if I need that, Econ Sean. The last Ock is garbage. I'm not sure it's worth the action, right? Do I really want to take... I mean, maybe I want to take that action because of the food, but I'm not clear I want to take that action. 4 wood might just be better here. Is it possible 4 wood? Truffle Slicer makes fighting for wood less painful, correct. But the thing is, if I just take 4 wood here, the board is super rich. It probably goes like grow. Oh, then I'm still not guaranteed grows, really. Yeah, no, I could get grow blocked too much. I should just guarantee a grow here. But I think Truffle Slicer is good. Like, Truffle Slicer's a couple points. And again, it's like Lantern House, at least. I have a ton of ceiling with Lantern House, so whatever. It'll go grow, start player. If it goes grow, start player, that's totally fine. Go ahead, start player. I like, whatever. But it goes it probably goes grow, wood, right? Yeah, like grow, wood. Then I guess I do just take 4 stone. No, it's gonna be plow. I'll take 3 wood. Oh, if I had started wood. Possibly, yeah. Like, that's what I mean. It could have got awkward because, like, Pain still has a room. I take 3 wood and pay a food. Wait. Oh, I don't have a boar yet. Duh. Truffle Slicer is awkward. What am I talking about? Whatever. I just need to take 3 wood. But yeah, I forgot. I forgot Truffle Slicer requires me to have a boar that I don't have. Oh, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Oh well. Taking stone here looks good. So baking is still very good. Yeah. I'm happy to take stone if it comes back to me here, though. Stone guarantees a reno, it looks like. Fencing for purple, again, like, there's just no wood in the game. These fences are pitiful, but it's what you gotta do. Apparently, I should have kept the Hide Farmer, though. Hide Farmer does look like... Well, no, but the Paper Maker's been huge. Never mind, I needed the Paper Maker. But the Hide Farmer looking like it could be pretty good, because I, along with everybody else, am struggling to get enough wood, but... I could play start player 3-field rotation here into Plowsow, actually. That's just a lot better, isn't it? Start player 3-field here into Plowsow. I want to keep playing my improvements, so maybe the 3-stone is still just a distraction. Like, yeah, I can reno, but I also could lock up Plowsow and focus on other stuff. Yeah. I'm just gonna start 3-field. 3-field also is like a lot of food potentially for me. Yeah, I can leave 3-field rotation open. Well, or can I leave 3-field rotation open? I'm not sure. Okay, purple's going to start anyhow. Fine. There goes the start. Field fences for purple. Okay, field fence is very strong. I forgot that was in the draft. Yeah, that's very good. The animals being beautiful here is unfortunate, but yeah. Okay, what does it go next round, though? I probably just get 3 wood next round, I guess. So I could take the boar here. And then take 3 wood? God, I don't know if that's very good. I have to sow bake, actually, at some point in order to survive. So maybe it's just sow bake here. Purple's struggling to actually execute this move. Whoa. Purple just SP nada, which I assume was an accident, but God, they could not submit that move for some reason, like, accurately. It's very weird. Okay. The game glitched. Well, that sucks. I feel bad, but is it an actual glitch? I'm not convinced that, like... I mean, this is unbelievable, man. Like, glitches suck, but Like, it was letting him do what he wanted, and he kept undoing it, right? Like, I don't understand what happened there, but whatever. Probably it's possible it glitched. I guess I take 3 stone in Reno. Uh, I'm not sure the answer to that actually. It might, but let's join an awful Reno queue. Whatever. Does Teal almost has to have conservator here, or does he have to take 4 clay and Reno still? Am I start playing for red fence? Probably. I don't even know. Man the Fence is gonna play field fences now on major minor. If it's a glitch, presumably it's still glitched. I don't understand what's been happening here, but field fences does, I don't know. It looks like he correctly played it there, so very weird, very weird. He tried to change the fencing. Gotcha. Well, that's because you didn't have enough food. Anyhow, it sounds like purple. Sounds like purple star player. Anyhow, red does wind up renovating, so that's good. The red queue's a little more open because I do have to renovate now. I mean, red fencing would be very nice for me. I'd love, 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 love a plow sow at the start of this round. I don't think it's particularly likely, but plow sow would be amazing for me. I almost just have to sow bake, but I'm not sure. Actually, I pretty much do have to sow bake in order to survive, right? My food is rough because I didn't actually wind up doing anything else I said I should be doing, so. Feels like red absolutely takes plow sow. Yeah, I imagine red takes plow sow also. Although red is risking fence blocking then, because I could like start play. Well, yeah, red could get fence blocked. Not that red cares much, I guess. I don't know. Red has an incredible amount of victory points. Oh wait, red can't plow sow. Red can't plow sow. Duh. For an aid. I do get plow sow here probably. Well, or I get growth. I don't really want growth though. Oh, but wow, 1 cow instead of plow sow. Amazing. We get plow sow here, team. Okay, we take that. We absolutely take that. Thank you for an aid. Thank you for an aid. Yeah, plow sow into like 3 field rotation is very good here. I'm hoping to wheel start player. That might be too hopeful, but I feel like Teal's played enough start players on me this game, but you know, it's probably too hopeful. I think I do have to leave 3 field rotation open here. Like, I actually kind of need the food. So, yeah, I mean, this looks pretty good, though. Teal with Espinata. I mean, I gave Teal growth or just the clay for Reno. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I would love to start player, though. Start player to, like, red fence even seems pretty good for me. But just starting here is good. Like, 3 field rotation's good. I'm not even going to get more wood. So, yeah, my fencing's going to be a little sad. I was hoping to fence big, but whatever. I'm at least doing something this game. I think red's probably just going to win, but... Although red still could maybe get fence blocked in Dreamy World. Oh, I also could just take grow here. Wild. I'm not taking grow yet, but if I wheel grow, that'd be great. No one able to take growth? Yeah, I mean, Teal absolutely can afford to take growth, but I guess has to set up for the double Reno. It does look like purple's going to get Reno blocked now, because like Teal's going to Reno, and then we're both going to Reno at the start of next round, is my guess. But whatever. My animal score is absolutely gonna suck. But yeah, ooh, I do like red is potentially getting fence blocked. Because yeah, teal's wood barter triggers here, and red's going last next round. So yeah, like red getting fence blocked would be pretty incredible. Like that might be how I win this game. Although, well, actually, yeah, no, because teal can fence block here. Like this, we'll see what happens. But like I can red fence into. Like I almost have to open red fence, and then teal has no reno pressure. Then, I do wield growth here, which is crazy. But yeah, we take that. And then I just take like a boar or something. Yeah. Is opening fence better? Um, possibly because it guarantees the fence block, right? I'm debating that too, right? If I open fence here, it guarantees that fencing gets blocked, which probably does win me the game, I guess, right? Like, if red doesn't get to fence, I think red's the only person I actually have to be worried about. I mean, maybe purple's game's better than I'm giving him credit for, but probably not. Is the well still available? No. Red has the well. Sorry, yeah, I know it's like maybe slightly cut off, but that's part of why I'm saying like Red's game's still pretty good here, right? Red has a 5-room stone house, max family members, has stables, has the well. Oh, it doesn't have max family members yet. I forgot he hadn't grown. Red's food's pretty trash, but hard porcelain, that's fine. Field fences is already revealed. There's literally no way Red gets to fence if I open fencing. So the only slight problem is like opening fencing is a little annoying because, well, actually no, red improvement's still good for me. But will teal what's teal gonna offer me? I don't know. Anyhow, just take a boar, right? Yeah, I just take a boar. Yeah, take this pig. Yeah, it's a good solid 2-point action. Hi Loki, I love you, but you're being a little crazy. It's right there in front of your face. Yeah. Okay, do we just open fence? Is fence blocking enough to win the game? I mean, the upshot is, again, I have a crazy number of points on my minors. 1, 2, 3. This is 5 net points, 8, 9, 10, 11 off board. I'm going to be in a stone house. I have a lot of open board is the unfortunate part. If I had just a little more wood, this would be great. What do we lose by opening fence? Probably 2 points. If we get to red fence here, well, no, yeah, I guess what's our final action going to be is really the question. It might only be like a 1-point action. Well, like even playing homebrewer is our last action. If we save a wood for it, it's pretty decent. I do have to eat this veg also, which is, yeah, slightly sad, but it's fine. Red miner for loom is great too. Miner for loom. Oh, red miner. I don't have for loam pit. Okay, there we go. Renovate miner for loam pit is great. Yes, 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 yes. But it's not clear that I get renovate for mine. The problem is. The problem is. Well, actually, wait a sec. No, yeah, no. Okay, wait. No, I have to open a fence action. I absolutely can get fence blocked. So okay, so I have to open fences. So if I'm opening fencing in some capacity, red fencing saves me the renovate action. But if I get red improvement, I'm happy. Will teal red fence or red improvement? I don't know the answer. Will teal even rush to renovate? Not clear. There's really no reason for teal to renovate first action on in any real capacity. Like teal should understand there's no way they get to double reno. They should plow sow. So I mean, I should probably red fence and then just try to take animals as 2-point actions. 3 field rotation and lettuce patch basically feed me here, so I actually don't really need food. Yeah, that too, HIKLJ, right? I've been thinking about that too. Like, if I potentially get to just take wood anyhow this round, there's not really any improvements left for Teal's the problem, right? Like, Teal can build what? Like, the problem is Teal can't build anything with improvement necessarily, and they already played most of their miners. I guess they could play a fireplace or something, but they just don't need it. But I probably am supposed to open fencing. Oh, well, wait. Yeah, no, fencing guarantees red gets fence blocked. It's probably still worth it. I mean, red will build the joinery in response, but this is probably correct. It's likely correct. The real question is if I'm supposed to, or if I'm supposed to fence a big box. But I think I'm supposed to just fence like this. I know I'm not saving a wood for paper maker, but I don't think I'm actually playing homebrewer. I have just enough food. Well, I guess loam pit's gonna cost me a food, so that I'm short one food. But I don't know. This is fine. Oh, I still have to buy groceries too. Actually, I don't have enough food. Oh, that's awkward. Well, taking wood and then doing it is fine. I still have 4 actions this round, so big box seems right to you. Uh, Maybe big box was better. It depends on how many animals I get back here, I guess. It was 1 wood cheaper. Okay. I was supposed to just fence big. You guys are right. Okay, I messed that up. You're right. You're all right. I was supposed to fence big. I'm probably not getting all animal types, and even if I was, who cares? And saving the wood was too valuable. Yeah, that might cost me some mistakes. The milking stool guy that's mega hungry just takes that. So I mean, I'm probably getting sheep blocked here actually, but we'll see. We're not getting cow and sheep because purple has to take cow first action still. They're milking stools. Like they haven't been able to breed cows. They have no food. Purple's food all game has sucked and it still sucks. So whatever. Where's Loki? Oh, did you try to feed him? I don't know. He's been mildly annoying me, so I haven't been paying attention. In no world do we get all animal types. Yeah, I mean, red should probably take the sheep here. If red takes the sheep, I just major, like, well, do I major the loam pit? See, the funny thing is majoring the loam pit's really hammering red, and I probably don't need to hammer red anymore. Not getting sheep here means that my score is pretty rough, too. Although then I get plow. Yeah, I get sheep or plow here. I'm actually happy with either. Whatever. Right? Yeah. Sheep or plow is good. Payne is apparently a man that's in favor of live scoring because he's going to think forever here in order to calculate what he should do, which is fine. You actually fed him, but he did not get what he should have. Okay, you did try to feed him. I haven't been paying enough attention. This game's been driving me slightly wild the whole time. Scores are going to be pretty low in this one. Like, it's pretty bad. Uh, I definitely messed up by fencing the way I did, though. Fencing the way I did was definitely wrong, but oh well. Oh well. We make mistakes here too. It happens. I take sheep or plow here. Again, I don't care which. Sheep or plow is good. I did dunk on Red's plans. Yeah, I did. I mean, to be fair, in round 13, I was saying there was fence pressure and that Red might have to worry about it, and Red did not worry about it. So it's not entirely like unforeseeable here. Um, I just think if red fences like, and again live scoring, again without live scoring, maybe that wasn't important. So bake for red. Okay, red's also very hungry, I guess. Yeah, that's fair. So plow or sheep? Probably sheep over plow, because I'm not getting to so bake anyhow. Sheep or plow are 2-point actions for most of the table. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, but I have an organic farmer. Oh my gosh, I have an organic farmer. I wasn't supposed to lay this fence at all. That was really bad, actually. Fencing 10 was actually correct with Organic Farmer on the table, right? This is really bad, though. I totally forgot. Without Organic Farmer, Fencing 10 was correct. And saving a wood was... Like, fencing the way I did was basically correct, but I was supposed to save this wood. Red fence does happen, so I do get red improvement, but I have to red improvement next action. So I read the loam pit, which is fine. Are we winning? Probably. I think we're gonna win. We have a lot of offboard points, and our farm is about as good as anybody else's. Everybody's farms kind of suck, so probably are winning, but we'll see. Wow, red actually gets the plow back. Red getting plow back here is kind of annoying, but although, again, is red even actually my biggest competitor anymore? Wow, we get plow back. He needs joinery too bad. That makes sense. I have to reno here, though. That's the problem. But yeah, red needed joinery super bad, duh. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. I have to reno here. I can't not reno. There are a lot of missing spaces on a lot of farms. Yeah, this game's kind of wild. I just have so many offboard points. I think it's gonna be enough, but we'll see. I mean, I don't have that many points. I don't have that many, or I don't have that much, like, yeah, my farm is not great either, but I have a 5-member family, and I have at least 3 pastures, 3 fields, I have crops, I have some animals. I mean, I don't know. Everybody's missing so much. Like, that's the crazy thing. So I think the Lantern House stuff is going to do it for me. Not just Lantern House. Again, all my improvements largely have points on them. So, like, I think it's enough, but the village is recovering from a plague. Yeah, it's something. Um, it is something. What do I even do here for points? I think I take traveling, and then I play my Ock. It probably is just traveling and play my Ock. I don't think I get points for, like, well, or I can take wood. I can take wood and pay a food for a point. Maybe that's better. Oh, but no. See, the traveling gives me a grain that I can actually homebrewer for a point, right? This grain is also a point, but this is more food. And the more food might mean that I don't have to eat the lettuce patch. And it gives me the wood for the Ock anyhow. I guess this gives me more tiebreaker, but no, the grain, I don't know. I think this is what I do. I have nowhere else to make points, really. I need to buy, I still need to buy this vegetable off Grocer. And then I need to Ock. I should get Ock back here, probably. Actually, red probably kept Master Builder, but hopefully we get Ock back. But Master Builder is probably getting played here. Conjure gives us a lot of food, though. It gives us flexibility. And then again, yeah, the grain for homebrew would be nice. Okay, we are getting Ock. Cool. Purple's food was so trash all game. Purple spent this round essentially just taking food actions and trying to do stuff. Like, I'm not worried about them. Master Builder was in Red's hand. Yep, okay, correct. I think fence blocking had to be correct then. Yeah, I mean, Red actually has things, whereas, again, these two players are just too far behind in too many categories, I think. We play a home brewer. I can't writing desk. Gain our paper maker food. Play the home brewer. We will be able to home brew a food. We'll buy our groceries now. We're gonna be just short on food again, actually, though. That's unfortunate. Does Red have a joinery? Red did build a joinery. Yeah, you guys. Sorry, yeah, it's blocked. I forgot. Red has joinery, BMW, and Red has a lot of points off board as well, and they have a big stone house, but they have no fences. But like honestly, they might still be kind of competitive. 3-field. Oh, 3-field rotation gives me the food. Yes, thank you. I was thinking potato harvester gives me 1 food, which it did, but yeah, I forgot. Okay, we have enough food. And then we actually have the extra grain for homebrewer here for a point. So the 1 extra grain to homebrewer is going to work out. So we have a 1-point organic, a 1-point homebrewer. Like, we have lots of weird points. And I think that's going to carry us to the win. Even with all the rest of the ugliness here. But this is a 7 point lantern house, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. Organic is a point, homebrew is a point, so 16 offboard points for us, and we managed a decent farm. I mean, the thing is, Red has 15 offboard points as well, but no fences, one less field, also missing an animal type, also missing veg, less grain points. Yeah, okay, we should just be ahead. But yeah. Uh, Organic farmer. Yeah, we need to make sure we're organicing correctly. This is correct. Um, yeah, we actually got a 7 point lantern house. I wasn't necessarily expecting that to how ugly things were at times this game, right? But it still was good enough. So 47. Red still did get 45. We barely beat Red despite the fence block. So yeah, I mean that almost had to and these guys were just miles behind. They were not competitive. So yeah, I was reading the situation pretty correctly. These guys just played pretty poor games for their ratings. And Red was having a very good game, but the fence block was enough. Why were the farms so poor here? Really, again, it's just a bad play. It's just really a lot of wasted actions, a lot of inefficient stuff. Essentially, the problem is nobody was accelerating, and a lot of people were taking bad actions repeatedly. So the food was really bad for some of these players, throughout the entire game. That led them to doing bad. Purple played all these occupations basically because they had bookshelf, but it almost did nothing for them. Brushwood Collector here is essentially a nothing card. They built their rooms with reed, then they played brushwood only for renovations, I guess. That's not very efficient. Clay plaster was just a couple of clay. Off of bookshelf, it's okay. Groom is a total just food play. I don't. Oh no, he groomed one stable right at the end. But that's inefficient. Small scale farmer was a 2 wood action. It's not, that's not good. Teal again, start player a ton early and grew last. Really ugly. Because so many rooms got built, people had to start player to grow. That was bad. Purple took a beggar because their food was so bad and they messed up. Groom hit education bonus. Oh yeah, okay, good call. I mean, education bonus made Groom worth it, so that's fair. But um, but basically the point is the food was really bad for a lot of players. It led them to do awkward things. This market crier threw grain to everybody, which also wait, remember that purple sowed a single grain. So that remember that too? I was hoping to sow that round and set things up, and then purple sowed a single grain on me. I was wondering what that was about. Apparently it was a 2 food action. Purple sowed the grain and ate 2 raw grain. That's what it looks like at the end here. That's awful. You can't be doing that. And hoping to win a game of Agricola. You can't be taking so many bad actions. But partly if you take a lot of they were still kind of contesting some of the things other people wanted to do. I think Teal building 2 wood rooms is just incorrect. Where they are in the growth queue, I guess they still want with fences. Maybe wood barter makes it okay, but nobody kept wood to fence early. People built a ton of rooms. These stables from Red are very dubious at the end. I mean, I guess Red got enough wood they were supposed to be able to fence, but these stables, Red did not have any plan to use animals and stuff. So like I think this is an example of bad stabling. If Red didn't stable, I think Red just crushes this game, right? Red gets to grow, and then they fence sometime in like stage 4. And then when all the animals were on the board, Red could have actually been taking animals and making a farm. And instead of all these stables, they have fences and animals. Like, I think that's just very winning. Um, so I mean, I think this is another real inefficiency here. These stables just turned out to be bad. Like they thought they were gonna have enough time to take enough wood and stable, but they didn't. Um, I guess I still wound up with a 47 despite almost everything going poorly for me, I thought. So, partly it's I guess I did just have a very good game plan here. I mean, Lantern House, and I'm going to give credit to Papermaker. It did solve the food this game, but really I think the trick for me this game is that taking the Papermaker in the draft and hoping for to hit some like boosters is a good plan. See, Loki, come here. You can't do this to me. No, come on. Um, I do think that's the one other lesson from this game. I think CD has enough Ox supporters between bookcase, bookshelf, writing desk, lantern house that support playing a ton of occupations. That there is extra value to try to set that stuff up. And so like I got writing desk in the draft, which is great. I got lantern house going. Lettuce patch is very good. Like my hand is also just crazy good in terms of the miners. And my opponents have a lot less good miners, I think. I mean, Purple's hand's actually pretty good. Never mind. Purple's miners are very good. Teal's miners are awful. Look at Teal's miners compared to like mine and others. Like, what was Teal drafting this game? Like, how does Teal have this crap and then Purple has good miners? Red has pretty damn good miners. Like, these are a lot of strong cards. Potter ceramics, clay supports, forward aid. Like, these are very good. So, I mean, that's an interesting thing too, but what did we draft over Stork's Nest? Don't tell Sean I've converted. I haven't completely converted to Papermaker, don't get me wrong. I still would rather have food elsewhere than eating my wood. Like, Papermaker cost me several points of fencing this game. Like, if I have more wood, I just get to fence big. So, like, I lost like 3 points to Papermaker this game. Now, the food turns out to have been worth it this time, but it is not always worth it. I will not always pray to the papermaking gods. But I will at least accept that Papermaker is an average card. I'm not willing to go to Papermaker as good yet, but I used to be in Papermaker was trash territory. And to be fair, in the base deck, Papermaker is trash if you're still playing base only. But I will be converted to Papermaker as reasonably good because there are so many Ak enabling cards in this set. Between Puppeteer, between like the bookcase, bookshelf, lantern house, writing desk, Papermaker has a lot of extra value. That it didn't used to. So, what did we draft over Stork's Nest though? Yeah, that's a good question because Stork's Nest still could have busted our game open potentially. I think I took the chicken coop, and admittedly, the chicken coop wound up being really awkward. But there were ways the chicken coop turned out way better. My food was awkward. If I could have just actually started with the chicken coop in round 2, like I planned to, right? Like Teal start or no, in round 3 or whatever, right? Like Teal started at the end of round 2. I was thinking I was going to start player round 3 into chicken coop and have a bunch of like extra early food, but then Teal just kept starting instead of other things. Like there are scenarios where I'm very happy to have chicken coop food early. So I don't really regret taking the coop, but um all right, what else happened? I was able to sidestep a lot of the big issues on the board. Big points in food from off board. Yeah, I mean, being able to get a lot of points off board is also obviously what saved my game. It was really hard to make points efficiently on board this game because people I think this is a game that people spent too much wood on rooms uh and on stables. And if anybody this game had just fenced early, again, there were We had a round where there were 3 sheep and 2 boar, and they stayed for a while. We had a round where there were 2 sheep, 2 boar, 2 cows. Like there were animal pairs, and only one person was trying to eat animals in a fireplace until quite late. Like the hearths got built really late. Um, so I think this is a strong game that also shows the value. If anybody had just planned to do fencing in the mid game, they would have really benefited from it. Um, I think that's the other game losing mistake Red made here. Again, I think if Red just doesn't stable, I think Red just gets defense in stage 4, and it's so good for them. Red also wound up with food problems at the end of the game because they did lose the oven, so they couldn't potter ceramics. And I think if Red just sets up breeding animals in stage 4, that also like totally saves their game. Um, but yeah, if anybody had early fences, that solves their food problems. It solves point issues. Like it does so many things this game to just have fencing up earlier, and just nobody could do it. I think Teal, same thing. If Teal just builds one room and they save that 5 extra wood, Teal also probably can fence quite a bit earlier with Wood Barterer, and then they could be doing wood stuff. Now, admittedly, Teal set up a strong like Teal set up this Teal set up this crazy market crier corn scoop, clay oven coupled with steam machine feeding engine. This feeding stuff is pretty good, but I guess this is another strong lesson. Teal set up a dumb fishing combo and set up a crazy like grain feeding combo. You only need the grain combo here to feed. Market crier, corn scoop, clay oven, and steam machine are already like 4 things you're playing, and that alone is going to give you a ton of food to feed off. You don't need this dumb fishing stuff. Um, so I think Teal really messed up there too. Is the other lesson. So, who won the least thinking time? That's a good question. It was not me because everything was going terrible. The least thinking time turns out to be Teal, so congrats. Nobody played particularly speedily, but yeah. Setup, yeah. What was Payne Jr.'s crazy plan? I'm not convinced Payne Jr. is a Payne-like player. Mostly what mostly what Payne Jr. did this game was they played Porter, took a bunch of clay, took a bunch of stacks, waited until Reno flipped, and then built a bunch of clay rooms all at once. Which I don't think is that crazy of a plan, and it turned out to also just work very well because nobody else was building rooms with any priority for whatever reasons. So Teal looks like they got carried away with setting up stuff without actually doing things. That's 100%. Like I was saying at the time, Teal was just playing too many cards and setting too many things up, and it pushed them a mile behind the growth queue. They didn't just grow fourth; they grew fifth, right? Because it went grow. It was grow, grow. It was first grow, second grow, third grow, fourth grow, fifth grow. So like you can't you can't delay everything that long. You got to be more efficient. You got to be faster. You in about 60% of your games. It's easy to mess up still. You got to learn the pacing of Agricola, right? Like you eventually play enough and you start to figure out what's going to cost you too many actions. What like you have to be fairly focused in the first 2 stages, and that's part of what makes the game like so great, right? Like you can lose the game in the early stages off of just a couple wrong actions, and that's kind of brutal at higher level tables, but like that's what makes a great strategy game in my opinion. Like you can't you can't be messing up or throwing away actions. Everything matters. Everything's important. If things aren't important, then why do we care about those actions, right? Like having important stuff is what makes good strategy games. So I think Agricola breaks the game down into just the right like digestible pieces, and you gotta keep hitting good stuff consistently. But I did win after all this wide info. It worked. It's only because I got a bit of an assist to fence block red, and red also probably just made a mistake with stables and or delayed fencing so long and or not start playing to secure fencing. Um, so to be fair, I should learn to whine a bit less. Uh, but teal and purple really were doing a lot of bad things, and a lot of those things did hurt me, and some of them really benefited red. But I also did get some stuff, admittedly, too. Like, it worked. The fact that red couldn't 4 and 8, the fact red played 4 and 8, so I just got a late plow, so that was also, like, really strong. The fact that table couldn't take family growth without, right? Like, round 13 is really where my game swung. I got plow, so despite being third. I got to start player, which led to the fence block, and I still got to family growth in round 13 as well. because these guys were too hungry to grow. So without that, I also like just lose. Like I only win by 2 points here, and it's only because red actually got fence blocked. So, but yes. Anyhow, that's been a lot of chatting, a lot of blabbing about the end of this game, but it was kind of an interesting and wild one. I don't totally know. Hopefully, we learned some things. At the very least, hopefully, we had fun. Um, Hopefully, I can stream again tomorrow. We'll see. For other people in the world, tonight, Fire 2 Open. There's a game in about 2 hours kicking off. I think we got Deep Finesse and Matt the Lesser. They'll be broadcasting a really quality table. I don't even remember exactly what the table is. But I should remember. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. What is Fire 2 Open? It's a Terra Mystica tournament, sorry. So if you're interested in Terra Mystica, there's this pretty cool tournament. Heck, let's see. I'll pull up the Board Game Geek post. That got posted somewhere. I can find it. Let's go there quick. Terra Mystica Geek. Terra Mystica forums. Here we are. Let's pull it up. Okay. So Fire 2 Open Season 3. It's pretty sweet. Basically, there are 24 players. I really need to zoom in on this graphic for the moment. But there's 24 players broken into 2 divisions. They're going to play a bunch of games. Tonight we have Claybo, Logus, Jekyll, and George Shortwell. That's a crazy good table, actually, so that'll be awesome. 2 really good commentators. Essentially, it's just people commentating Terra Mystica games. It's a Terra Mystica tournament played over the course of about a month. There's like 10 or 11 total games. It's a really cool thing that gets put on and promoted. If you're new to Terra Mystica, it's still fun to watch. If you're into Terra Mystica at all, I think it's a really good time. There's a lot of good commentary. It's a good community event. A lot of people are in the chat. And you get to watch some really good players, some really good games. The only downside is this season is on Loon Lakes. I'm not a huge fan of that map, and I don't think it's quite as good of a competitive map. But it'll still be a lot of fun. There's still a lot of value in it, and it'll be a good time. So anyhow, that's happening later tonight. There is still, the Blitz Agricola tournament happening soon, too. That's the week or day of January 22nd. Lumen's putting that on. I don't know about a lot else happening, so I will just be streaming some Terra Mystica here and there until then. But yeah. Claybo. Self-plug. Shout out to Semi-Old Guy. Oh, yeah, Semi-Old Guy also has a really good... there's also a super good Fire 2 thing. Didn't know that was going to be a thing. I don't know Fire 2 like the favorite tile. A little bit, yeah. I mean, that's what for some reason that was the initial name that got picked, and now it's just kind of grown. There's been a couple seasons. The tournament's pretty sweet, so I'll probably be broadcasting one of the games. I just don't know which. I'm playing next week, Wednesday. I am facing Barnawall, Babbitt, and Matt the Lesser. That'll be a pretty good game, too. We'll see how it goes. My Fire 2 history has not been great, so it probably won't go that great, but whatever. The recent Blitz Agricola games have been fun to watch. Didn't know we were getting a tourney. That's what we were talking about. Yeah. Lumen posted about it somewhere, but you can find it on BGA. It's called Agricola. If you go look in the tournament section, you can find the Agricola tournament. We're on January 22nd. There's a blitz mode. You have 7.5 minutes to make your moves. They might change some things. I can't commit to playing that day, but hopefully some others. Lumen apparently put some updates too, which is good because it's very fast time settings. So hopefully people can get used to it. But yeah, I might stream some more blitz games too. But hopefully. I suspect players like, Econ Sean might be streaming that Blitz tournament, or hopefully we'll get some people because, it'd be nice. But outside of that, I don't think there's much else. And again, I've blabbed on way too much at the end of this game. So thanks all for hanging out and chatting. It was a fun one. Sorry that it turned into a little bit too much kvetching about people's bad moves hurting me, and then I still win. I probably should learn to be a little cooler about it. Lumen and Econ Sean are good at that, but... Oh, sometimes watching somebody build a room just to give themselves a beggar that still leads to them growing in front of me is a little rough. It's pretty annoying. So never apologize for the salt. I don't know. There's some days I admire the way Econ Sean and Lumen handle it, and I think it would be better if I was a little more chill about some of the moves. I don't think I'm ever gonna quite get over players accidentally giving themselves beggars because they're not doing the math and they're being lazy and it cuts into the growth queue in ways that are completely unpredictable. But yeah. Anyhow, uh, but yeah, again, that's enough for tonight. I should head off. Loki's looking for food, looking for playtime, so we're gonna go all do that. So, all right, I'll see y'all around later.